Hey, friend. Welcome to another episode of Behind the Scenes with Jay Thompson, a bird's eye view into the message, ministry, and making of the book, Shut the Hell Up. I'm your host, and I welcome you to this experience. In this episode, I want to look at the heart behind this project. Why did I write this book? I began helping people navigate life in the summer of 1991. So it's been a long time. That means I've been coaching people uh, into productive, meaningful, rewarding lives for more than 35 years. And in that time, I've discovered that there are two kinds of people. There are drivers, and mostly there are those who ride. Now, riding through life means that everything in your life comes down to the circumstances that you are handed. Uh, Riding through life means you are counting on someone else giving you a leg up, or giving you a hand. Someone else feeling sorry for you. Your All of your life is based on the breaks that you get, and much of life for a person like that is unfair because people don't understand me. They don't know what I'm trying to do. They won't help me. That kind of life, you're always looking for luck and good fortune to be on your side. It leads you to a victim's mentality where you are what has happened to you, and you're always waiting for your ship to come in, for a door to open, for an opportunity to be extended to you, for someone to recognize the good work that you've done and put you in for a promotion. You're always waiting for something outside of you to turn the tables in your favor. You are always dreaming and hoping, but never stepping into it. And that's what it looks like when you are a passenger in your own life. I wrote this book to give you permission to drive. There are several reasons why I wrote the book. One of them is to give you permission to drive, to change the story that you're telling yourself, and to give you permission to drive. What has God given us to enable us to drive? God reveals to us our identity, who I really am. Once I know who I really am, I can drive. Many people are living their whole lives looking for someone else to tell them who they are. Am I okay? What do you think of me? When you look at me, what do you see? And we're constantly playing to the crowd, hoping people will affirm us and applaud us and acknowledge us. But when you discover your identity and who you are, and you settle into that, you no longer need the applause of the crowd. You live for an audience of one. God also reveals to us our purpose. Once you get your purpose, what in Latin they call it your raison d'etre. I believe it may be French, but your raison d'etre, your reason for being, why you are here. And so it once I understand my purpose, then I can move with haste into doing what I was created to do. And then God gives us vision. Vision is a clear path between where I am and where what is possible in my life. I wrote this book so that those who read it can understand that they can change the story that they're telling themselves and step into their identity, their purpose, and their vision. And finally, God gives us power to get down in that driver's seat and to turn the ignition key in the ignition and to put our foot on the pedal and to drive. Well, the question is, which person are you? Are you going to be the one who rides, or are you going to be the one who drives? Driving takes courage. Driving takes faith. Driving takes confronting the complacency in your life that would tell you that it's easier to slip into the back seat and let someone else take the wheel. In Formula One racing, there are different positions. There's pit crew, there's technicians, there's engineers, there are lots of positions. But two of the positions I want to focus on, there's the team principal and there's the Formula One driver. The driver does not make the ultimate decisions about what happens with the car and how the car is built and how the car is constructed and what they have to work with. No, that's the principal's job. The principal does that. The owner, the principal They make those key decisions about what is available to that driver. But the owner, the principal, does not go out on the track. They are not going around the track at 175, 200 miles an hour. That's not their job. That job falls to the driver. And so the question is, are you going to be a driver, or are you going to be one who sits in the back seat and rides? God is the principal in this analogy. He gives you the car. He gives you the potential. He determines what is possible in your life. God is not going to drive for you. And there are many people who are frustrated and angry even with God, feeling like they haven't gotten their just due. They prayed, they've been obedient, they've been faithful, and yet God has not come through. He built the opportunity in your life. With God, all things are possible. He made it possible. He gave you the car, he gives you the keys. And now it's up to us to put on the helmet, to strap in, get out on that track and see what's under the hood. So if you've been listening to voices that have been telling you that you don't have what it takes to drive, who are you to have a vision for your life? Who do you think you are, wanting more than what you've known? You better stay down here with the chickens. You have no right to be up there with the eagles. Then I say you need this book, and I say you need to shut the hell up in your life. Question is, who am I? Am I going to be a rider, passenger in my own life? Or am I going to take the courage and the faith and the keys, put on my helmet and strap in and drive? It's up to me. It's up to you. I, for one, am driving in my life. And if I'm driving, given the story of my life, anybody can. So that's one of the reasons that I wrote this book, give you permission to drive. I hope you take it and the keys and see just how far you can go. God bless. Keep driving. And we'll see you next time on Behind the Scenes with Jay Thompson.